come with me as we explore the Battle of Glenlivet 1594, not only a famous whisky but a battlefield in the beautiful Scottish Highlands and one of the highest altitude battlefields anywhere in the British Isles.
The Battle of Glenlivet 1594, under the shadow of Ben Rins behind me, and this was not just a Scottish clan battle, but in a time of deep turmoil for Scotland was a war between Catholics and Protestants. Under Huntley and Argyll, even though the Catholic army was vastly outnumbered, they actually brought in cavalry with chainmail and lances, but also it is thought to be the first recorded use of artillery this far north in Scotland. Using their numbers, the Protestants advanced across this area roughly behind us, and there's very little information that remains for this battle up here on the Glenlivet estate. But they advanced with confidence and then were outmaneuvered, we know, with clever tactics by the Catholic force, who used their cavalry and their cannon to great effect. The area actually therefore remained Catholic for quite a long time, and if true, which is possible, this cannon use this far north in really, mountainous areas. We've just passed the Cairngorms just further to the south, and we're in deeply hilly country. Was really quite innovative and devastating with the attack. So here at Glenlivet, it gives its name to the battle, not only the sweet nectar that is so well loved in Scotland. And there's another first for Scotland. I think it's the last use of battle harps in Scotland. After that, the swirl of the bagpipes take over. So an amazing area, quite difficult to get to. I'll show some shots of the hike here, but Rusty and I are pretty exhausted on that one, and not midges here, wee beasties, but lots of field and kind of like just normal flies, but a good walk and a beautiful part of Scotland. It is quite difficult to imagine the battlefield here, but it is beautiful. Quite broken ground, these white stone boulders underneath, which I think gives the area and the hill its name, but it's certainly not flat. And this little rise here, if you take away all the trees, which I imagine weren't here in the 1500s, gives a little idea of the aspect. And again, awful flies up here. At least they don't bite like the midges, but does give us an idea of the beautiful mountain ridges behind and the heather, isn't it, Rusty? But we are getting rather annoyed by the flies. But it's amazing when you come to these places and trying to imagine them as battlefields when they just become so stunning. And it's the same for all parts of the world. I do tours in Portugal, Spain and Belgium, but difficult to imagine in corners of Britain, this bonny corner of Scotland. And this area is marked on maps as the hill of the White Cow. Now, I can't help but think that's going to be a bad translation of these beautiful white stones, almost quartz-like in quality. And Ben Rins, I think it's the ridge just up there in the background, a beautiful Highland scenery. But not a cow, but a white stone. Just trying to imagine moving in this scenery with a horse mounted in armour, chainmail, lances, and also moving their cannon. It's I know it would have changed a lot since the 1590s, but not only is the heather hard going, we take away the trees, hard to imagine this part of Scotland without heather, but it is a particularly steep position up here, just north of the Glenlivet estate, famous for its fast but clean, beautiful waters and its hills, and certainly gives me the impression that this was not an area of natural terrain. But some of these men were Highlanders, most of them. Some of them would have came from areas a bit closer to Aberdeen, which is less geographically Highland, but still culturally Highland. But that's a debate for another time. I'm better known for exploring battlefields of Portugal, Spain and Belgium at Waterloo, but these beautiful British Isles have got many difficult battles and stories and fascinating tales to tell. So please join my faithful adventure buddy Rusty and yours truly as we explore some of these. A bit different for us, but a great excuse to get out there and see what there is. And even if you know Britain and Scotland very well, you might not have been to some of these. So bear with us and hope you enjoy. I know we will.